Red plate had 15 horsepower, you know. Domestic car never mean to go fast. They never mean to go fast. Their transportation, domestic work. So you see a man like a shuttle, a pro box, and you see him send it on the road, them things they're dangerous. Because first of all, the car don't have good brakes and it don't have good suspension. And you don't know, every car man dream, maybe a Fast and Furious movie, is to make that would nice. Naturally. Especially as a yard man, you don't say, oh,
exactly.
we'll make it out of Jamaica.
The ego thing with men is still tied to owning a car and trying to make it as fast. When you're in a situation that you're, you know your ego is gonna take over, what do you tell yourself in order to kind of catch that?
Well,
or make it bring
I have to tell myself that I have a lot of youngsters looking up to me, you know.
Okay.
And I have a family to go home to.
That's right. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Faded Conversations, and today we're here to talk about cars and road safety. Now, road safety is always a very, very big issue. It has to do with all of us. We're all on the road, we're traveling every day. So we brought one of the biggest car guys in Jamaica right now, Nick Lue, here to talk about the topic. Let's see what he has to say. Great, Nick Lue. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the time. Probably, I can't be a car man in Jamaica and don't know about Nick. That's the word in the shop. That's what we talk about all the time.
Yeah, man.
And my G, I must say I have a lot of respect for the brand that you've created.
My respect.
It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy. And a lot of people, especially the people that have to build their platform from the ground up, have to have a lot of appreciation for other people that do it the same way. Yeah, so what made you start doing it?
I mean, like most times when I do like other interviews, I tell them that this is basically something that I'm born into. Because my brother, Craig and Dwight, from a younger youth, just beer carry them pre. I mean, Craig used to drop me to school like, all different kind of cars, but the one I could remember the most was when he just turbo him Civic. And I feeling boost for the first time. Yeah, when as a youth and you hear blow off valve and hear wastegator open up and them thing there. Trust me, the wicked. And then when I go to school too, like all of the older kids would have see it and say, yo, hey, so it's just one of them vibes,
Cool. So that is when you knew, say, oh, you know what, I was gonna go into this wholeheartedly at any point, or is there like a different turning point where even though they loved it and you loved it, you decided to make it your own thing?
Well, to be honest with you, like the social media side of things, like the influencer side of things, and pushing skunk lifestyle as a brand, Nick Lue as a brand, is basically, I would say, ordained in a sense, because it's not like I went out and I said I wanted to be this auto influencer, so it just organically happened.
Cool. Yeah. Even before we got to that point in time, because like I personally know of your brand from like Pineapple.
Yeah, Pineapple.
Days.
Yeah.
Like what made you move from that to as that love for cars? I assume came from family, but what made you start modifying cars and making that exception for yourself?
The thing with cars is an expression, It's like how I look on a car is like a blank canvas. So it's just like the barbers in here. Whenever you have somebody that come in here with a hairstyle or them say, yo, give me a mad image. It's up to the barber now if you use him creativity, do a mad fade or some wicked lines or something, Okay. So with the cars now, I look on it, I envision how I want it to be, and then I just put it to life. It's just, I can know how it's going to look before it's even finished.
Awesome. Yeah. And the process of getting it done, is it that you're very hands-on with that process, meaning that literally you can, you know the different people that do fiberglass, different people that do it, like how hands-on are you? Like do you have the vision or you execute it too?
All right, so definitely have the vision. Some stuff can kind of hands-on, but most of it is almost like how you'd have a contractor. So a contractor, when he design a house, him tell this person how to do it in the particular way. So most of the times is I have the design in my mind, and then I have a team to pretty much help me execute it. And if I can't find that person, then I try to outsource it.
Cool. Gotcha. All right. So talk to me about the birth of the channel itself now? What made you take it from, you know, what you literally have built for yourself to finding other people that are carmen from across Jamaica and literally building out the brand from there? Like how you gauge who you talk to?
Yeah.
And them things.
All right, so we're gonna big up Dre, Cardia Media. That he was the one that got me into vlogging.
Okay, cool.
Vlogging was new to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple years ago when he was telling me about vlogging, I say, yo, I not walk around with no camera and talk about my life and, you know?
Yeah.
But as doing it, I realized people are like getting more interested in it.
Cool.
And like, you know, I mean, the reception is crazy now.
Yo,
like exceptionally crazy. But in the earlier stages, you would have the car people, like Mad March, you see me? Big up Mad March,
Big up March,
MVP. Yeah. Like, he was one of the few back in the days doing this whole videography thing, and still doing it. And pretty much I just said to myself, yo, how am I going to showcase what Jamaica has? So I just decided to start taking the vlogging on a more personal level. So I'd meet the owners and them cars. And yo, let me tell you, like with the car world, it's so diverse. I've met so much people all across the world, not only in Jamaica. So I like the networking that comes along with it. And you know, even when I go to shows in the States and them will see me, YouTube is such a wide prospect.
Exactly.
Like, it's so crazy, like people that don't even speak English will understand us just because automotive is a universal language. Because trust me, all we know what a wheel is, even if we don't know it in a Spanish, English, or Chinese, right? Or we might know what a turbo is.
Yeah.
So it's just a deep passion, you know? Man, we just decided to just push it forward.
Cool. And a man never saying all the time, so carman just understand other carman.
Yeah.
And you will see something, and even if it's not your style or type of car, you get inspiration and you have a lot of respect for how a next man take care of the car.
Of course.
Because it has a lot to do with, you know, the passion that goes into it. So definitely have a lot of respect. You mentioned though that it's not something that only facilitates Jamaica. Like how far in places has this automotive thing taken you?
Yo, people from all Afghanistan are linked me in now, bro.
Yeah.
You see me? Japan,
Nice.
India.
Nice.
Oh, big up to my African people, them. Like Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, them places, them people there, them reach out to me.
Nice.
Yo, it just wide. Caribbean, yeah, definitely for the Caribbean. I mean, Cayman, Antigua, Barbados, just to name a few. Trinidad.
Yep.
The love is real, bro. Like, it's crazy. Sometimes I even wonder if it really happened, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get to do what you love and you see your dream come to life, so they make it even more surreal. So I know there must be a lot of, I mean, you're getting to do what you love alone must be just it
man,
for
of
you.
Course, of course.
But then, before we get into specific things about cars, like what is the next level for you? Like what is, okay, cool, you're at this level now, what is the next thing for you?
I mean, I find myself not having a...
Sorry, Magic. Yo, so we're gonna shift, since there's 2 free chairs right there.
Yeah.
We're just gonna shift and me and you just Cool. Great. We know you've been doing this for a while. When did you start, by the way?
2012.
2012, so that's 10.
Skunk Nation.
That's
the foundation. Isn't it?
Alright, when did you start the vlogging part?
Vlogging, I would say, seriously. Alright, so seriously, maybe about 3 years ago. But I had a vlog channel before with my brother Dre, Nation Vlogs. That was about 2 years before, so about 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So first, congrats on 10 years.
Yeah, man, respect.
What is the next big step for Nick Lue? Like, what do you envision doing after, having I would say, a brand that is recognized globally at this level? What is the next big thing?
I mean, like, I'd really want to probably have an official TV series going. Okay. Even if it's a web series, YouTube, Netflix, one of those type of things. And you don't know, every carman dream, maybe a Fast and Furious movie, isn't it? That would be nice. Naturally. Especially as a yard man, say,
exactly.
We'll make it out of Jamaica and we're funny. Yo, so if the director's watching this now.
Yeah. So it's another little while, we can say we put it out there in the universe. Nick Lue needs to be in a Fast and Furious. I'd love to see that. Yeah, you get all the Jamaican viewership you want out of that.
Yeah, man.
Netflix, if you're listening, no problem. This is the moment too. What would be your name in Fast and the Furious?
I don't know about character they want to give me, but they don't know. Everybody know me as Skunk or Fresh Panda. You know what I like is Skunk, you see me?
Oh, that's a real man. I can see that happening. Yeah. I can see it. I can envision.
I remember Nick Lue, who tell? I don't know.
So is that Nick? Yeah. All right, cool. So I know you take a lot of pride in kind of showcasing different cars and meeting people across Jamaica now.
Yeah.
Tell me one of your most memorable experience that you've had in venturing out to view somebody else's car and testing tuning somebody else's car.
Boy, so many, you know. So many. When I think about it, I was even telling my brethren today that, vlogging all different kind of cars. People, a whole heap of time I put my life on the line for footage. You understand? And one memorable moment, and maybe the person who's watching this now, was my brethren Corolla. And why it's so memorable to me because I say, we're up on the highway and the car walk left to right. I mean, after I said to myself, no, sir.
Which car? Like a GTS? Like a 86?
It's like a 111. Police shape.
Okay. The 110.
With a SR29.
With a what?
The orange one. It have about 600 horsepower. Yeah, when you punch it, man, I say, yeah, so why memorable because I say, one time people see these things and they don't even understand the risk you put your life at.
Yeah. I mean,
like, man should tell you, the person that's shooting this right now, he will tell you when him there rally or some close call, some car and some stone fly past him head and that type of thing. So, easy.
And that is one thing why we definitely had to invite you today as a part of what we're trying to get done here. Because a big part of what we do here is mental health and, some topics that we know that men really don't talk about. But
no.
Straight up, I always wonder like what goes through your mind when you get into a car with somebody who's essentially a stranger. You know this car is a fast car, you know what fast car look like.
So clearly to the viewers, whenever we shoot, this is for demonstration only. Just look on it like another documentary or movie. But the reality of it is that fast cars are actually dangerous. So if you don't know what you're doing, you're not only dangerous to yourself. Think about other people, So trust me, where that is concerned, you have to have your head on your body when you jump in a machine because ego, men are ego. You go somewhere and you see a bag of woman, you feel like say, if you try a thing. Let me tell you how ego work. So I went to an event the other day, and listen, I'm not an egotistical person, but if I get put in a situation, I gotta show up. So, my car is all-wheel drive, you might not know. And I went to a bike show the other day. And when I was there, Daylight Stunter show, the crowd I said, give me something. I don't really know nothing about drifting, I don't know nothing about spin car. But you see, that's the moment in time that the adrenaline and the ego take over. I'm gonna spin the car 1 and 2 times. But I had to think to myself and say, don't overdo it. Because my mind go overdo it, and you say, Nick Lue more down the whole that show there, that event there.
That's a serious thing, and your brand is very important, so you can't afford that right now.
My reputation means the most to me.
Exactly. Credibility takes so long to build and only a moment to lose. So I know there must be situations like that, and probably going to be more situations like that going forward.
I don't think I'm going to make that drum out again.
The shoes draw thing, way more important.
Because my wife just said to me, say, you did take draw, don't me say, me take draw.
Crazy. The funny thing is that men and ego and fast car and what you perceive as a fast car. Because even man who drive car that is not fast.
That's my problem now. I was like, having a conversation earlier. Domestic car never mean to go fast. They never mean to go fast. Their transportation, domestic work. So you see a man like a shuttle, a Pro Box. So I'm not knocking a man with a Pro Box, but a stock Pro Box. And you see him send it on the road. Them things they're dangerous. Because first of all, the car don't have good brakes and it don't have good suspension. Right? And those are the first things that you should often upgrade on your car before you upgrade the engine.
Right.
You understand? That's what's happening with the Mark-X.
I was about to talk about that, so that it's perfect segue into it because big man thing, I don't know what it is about owning a Mark X, but the man they feel like them are the best driver ever.
Well,
and the tuning that behind it, no, because the car is already a fast car, it's rear wheel drive. I mean, there's a lot to consider about owning a car like that to begin with, because a lot of people don't understand how to drive a rear wheel drive car. But yo, the tuning, tell me about like tuning those now.
Alright, so yo, with the Mark X now, I have no problem with the Mark X owner. Because a Mark X owner is a person just like everybody else.
Just like everybody.
But the thing with those cars, I think where Japan went wrong with those cars was putting those big engines in such a heavy car. No, it's a heavy car, right? It don't have good suspension and it don't have good brakes, unless you get like a G's version, right? Which them one and a G's version, right? Only one and a few G's.
I've seen a few G's version. Yeah. I've seen 1 and 2
with the sticker, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, when you start adding power to it's supposed to be a luxury vehicle, you know. It's not a sports sedan. So it's not like how you'd have an M series car or a M performance car or full M car. These are cars that the Japanese man them they just say, oh, here what? They might put some big motor in on them, but then you know how you get these cars, you see it, you want to modify it. Them set up the engine, them turbo them, but where's the brakes? And where's the suspension again? That's the problem. So they have a lot of body roll, 2.2s, ego again.
Yeah.
Man see a next Mark X man or a Beamer man on the road, because you know Mark X not like Beamer.
Oh God.
And then 2.2s, you see them a baba wave through traffic and you see one end up down the road crash or right off. Me actively see that already. Like no matter what pulls up against them man they going to race it. It doesn't matter if it's a Beamer, if it doesn't matter if it's an Audi, it could be an Audi S-Line, it could be an M package, anything. The man say, yo, you know more than me, put on foot. And I say, yo, that's serious. That you know, if it's because there's a lot that goes into the car that you, to be very honest, don't forget the red plate pro box, you know.
Yeah,
don't forget the red plate.
Yeah, the man they believe in themselves in a different
So I'm not
way.
saying, so I would say to you that, you know, I'm not knocking them, because at the end of the day, you know, every man have them thing when they want to do, but just think about the safety of others first, you know?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, red plate at 15 horsepower, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is. I also know that, to be straight up with you, can you touch on a very good point? The ego thing with men is still tied to owning a car and trying to make it as fast and trying to, you know, make sure that your car shows out at some point or another.
Yeah.
So when you're in a situation that you're, you know your ego is gonna take over, what do you tell yourself in order to kind of catch that?
Well,
or make it bring?
I have to tell myself that I have a lot of youngsters looking up to me, you know.
Okay.
And I have a family to go home to.
That's right.
You understand? I can't go out there, so I know, so boy, with great power comes great responsibility.
True.
You understand? And how would it look to hear, say, boy, I'm street racing and I kill some people or I crash and hurt myself? You're not going to look good for motorsports in general. You understand? So what I would tell people is, before you press on the pedal, think about the other lives that you're endangering, and just think about it overall, that you're being selfish. The real reality is that you're being selfish. I mean, I don't burn out people's street race, right? But I can't promote it at all. It's not in my mind or in my whole jurisdiction to even promote that, because at the end of the day, street racing outright is just not right.
Cool. Gotcha.
You know, it's not a controlled environment. It's not sanctioned. You understand?
Look
on Vernon Field. Vernon Field, for argument's sake. We have to touch on that topic, because a lot of people are going to ask about that topic.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, that's a controlled environment, and we know things can happen. But the only difference with that is, I mean, rest in peace to, I think her name is Ashley. Rest in peace to her family and to her, and condolences to her family. Like in a situation like that, that's what you would call motorsports. So that's high risk. So people come out to that knowing, say, boy, anything can happen, right? So I'm sure the driver didn't wake up that morning saying he won't hurt nobody, you know? But like on the road now, there's so much things that happen on the road and so much responsibility that come along with driving on the road. Even wet road is a dangerous thing. And you know, see some people speed on wet road. Like, take your time, brother, like, you know, I'm nothing to prove. But ego again, that's the thing, ego.
So controlling that and then balancing it has a lot to do with it. I mean, you touched on a very, very important point, which is that essentially, if you look at it as you being selfish, then probably that would change your perspective. Like, why are you really doing this? No, am I being forced to do it? No, I'm putting the pressure on myself to do it.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with, your mental fortitude, how well you can kind of balance your emotions and those kind of things. And that's something that I personally think that we as men, Jamaican men and men in general, always have a better handle on. Because, we're fathers, we are seen as leaders for certain areas or realms of society. And a lot is on our shoulders, but you always have to have that sturdy presence of mind to make the right decision.
Of course.
And I look at shifting the conversation a little heavy here, but I wanted to know, is there any major situation that you've had to handle from somebody that is, let us say, looking up to you or following you in a situation, and then it turned out bad for them and you've had to, deal with that internally or counsel them or anything like that?
I mean, no, I haven't really had to deal with any situation like that. Okay. But I've definitely had disabled persons reach out to me, and them things that kind of pain my heart because the things that already, even just a simple thing for walk. Yeah. So I've one person in general, and I hope you're watching this now, because I have to big him up. I'm very strong mentally and can't walk. But he's so in tune to the program that him live vicariously through the program, and him see other people have them cars and stuff like that. So in cases like that, I know a lot of men act tough, but them really not tough. That's true. Them go home at night time and ball just like anybody else or any woman. No matter what you might see them tough for road.
Yeah, man, that's true. Bro.
Yeah, so
depression don't have no face,
No, depression don't have no face at all. Everybody, I'm sure probably 90% or 100% of people face some form of depression. Even me face depression at my times. And you have to just know to balance it. True. But out of every situation, you just have to always give thanks for what you don't have. Give thanks for what you have and don't complain about what you don't have, because there's always some situation out there worse than yours.
That's true. That's true.
I say this to say not to cut you.
No, that's fine.
But a lot of people might see the end product or the end result. But there are days when I would say to myself, so, boy, what's my purpose? What me there I do? Because you know how it go already. You see other people, you want to know, what they do to achieve what them achieve. But it's always that thought in the back of my mind that, when I'm my time, I'm my time. And when that time forward, I must do best with it as possible, because it don't last forever.
That's true.
I won't be the man at the moment in the automotive scene forever. You get what I'm saying? Our next young gen are going to come up and run with the button. So right now, we just have to set the precedence, set certain rules and laws, and you don't know, run by that.
That's good, man. I love that. Love that, brother. Like I say, you just have to know, and you're doing something that you love as well too. So when the opportunity comes, you have to take it and just do the best with it while it is your time to do it. Because we all have a time, we all have a space. Like I said, there could be somebody young and up and coming. And you don't strike me as somebody that would bad mind that either.
No, I'm not going to bad mind that.
Always get that energy there, like you always encourage that when it comes to that time.
You don't know, you're going to have always people that come and try and basically try to discredit you. But I don't run down praises, so it neither here nor there to me, if you get what I'm saying. Because all of this, what we do now, are just what we love. Sure. Like, I literally love this. Like, I enjoy even doing interviews like this, because I know there's some inspiration coming from it and motivation coming from it now.
Cool. Good stuff, man. And I know you're going to motivate a lot of people with this story as well, too.
Yeah, man, try.
The preferences, though, I mean, especially for fresh panda, you built a great band.
Yeah, man, respect, man. Big up my fresh panda team, straight.
But like favorites in terms of your favorite modification that you've done up until this point, what is that? If you had to pick one, yeah, man, you have to go make a few people vex.
Nah, don't make nobody know about the poison still. So the poison is the poison, but if we're talking about modification in general, not nice to me like a nice set of rims and springs, suspension. Yeah. Just like the boss over here says.
Okay, Shane.
Yeah, because before I started doing the whole speed thing again. I was very big on stunts.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because pretty much I was probably one of the first to put the wide wheels on the Civic.
Oh, okay, okay. This on the EK?
The EG.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because remember, you know, the pineapple wheel them they tuck and slamp on the belly, right?
Nice.
And there's something I saw overseas and I say more replicate it.
Cool.
Start from like the Spanish them. Yeah, because them take the drift wheels and put them on the front wheel drive cars. So that's why you have a camber it for tuck.
Nice.
Yeah, till they see wide wheel them on everything now.
Everything. Tell us about the 4-wheel drive skunk.
Everybody want to know about that car there's too. You know, I think what had happened to me with that car was that I started working on more European cars. I realized to myself that I wanted something comfortable.
Right.
The Civic doesn't give me that.
It doesn't give it.
No, because the real reality of it is the Civic, I basically took out the power steering out of it and the AC.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, so boy, am I going to finish this car now or am I going to get one of my dream cars, right? And I decided that I wanted to go with a BMW. That's why I went with the Poison, the M340. The thing with the Civic is I want to finish it. I'm going to finish it. But I probably won't drive it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd leave it to more than like my nephew, Ryan, the one at the go-kart and doing golf now. I'd more give it to him to race, and I'm going to tell you why. I can race it, you know, but I remember growing up, me wanting the opportunity to race, and nobody never give me the opportunity to race.
Okay.
And the fact that him love it so much, I said to myself, say, you know what, I'm a nephew, I'm going to bust him, I make him go enjoy himself with the car, because I can't drive 2 cars, and I want to basically race Poison. So me we pull up, him can deal with the whole sweat in a car, and he's young, he can deal with that.
Yeah, but he can deal with the no AC, like at this age we want comfort and sit down in a nice seat and just drive where we're going and think about all the things that we need to do.
And I want to finish it for the sake of the inspiration I guess it gave to other people too, you know?
Okay, cool.
It was one of those cars that hit the scene and people love it, and
it changed a lot for a lot of people when they saw that car. Like it opened their mind to the possibilities of it.
Yeah, it's my expression, you know, just like I said, a blank canvas that I took. And that car came into my life in probably one of the lowest points of my life financially.
When was that?
Same about 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's up on my hand right now.
Yeah, I see it, man.
Yeah.
And so what made you still make all of those modifications to it, to get that creative with it at that time?
Because I just a passion, it just draw you in. No matter how you feel like you want to let it go, you can't let it go. I see all the man said to me, say, yo, man, don't let care thing, you know. But a 2-year time, you hear them say, yo, you know, I'm thinking about buying back a car. Because no matter how you try, because guess what, most of them, either they meet a nice girl or maybe financially, them can't afford to do it. But you find that some way or another, they might jump back in it. Car thing is a money pit still, you know. Yeah, it's a money pit.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I remember one of the things that my people said to me growing up as a yo, don't make a choice, you know, and car modifications is an easy way to burn through money. It is an easy way.
So someone buy NEC, we buy race gas.
Exactly, yo. Yeah. Yeah, I say, yo, pick your vice, you know. You're either going to buy bottles in the club or you're going to buy mufflers and modifications. Exactly.
Sugar in it.
Exactly.
You got post milk.
Exactly. So, yo, you see that? But it really come down to you doing what you love as well too, and that has a lot to do with it too. A man might get far more joy. Someone get joy from in a party, in a club, and buy bottles.
Let me tell you what someone get joy out of. Football. When them watch, you ever see how them passionate about Galchester United and Arsenal and all them sometimes I feel like a them
on the field.
Right, so you know, I don't burn them out because I understand, say, oh, that's what them like.
Yeah, man.
So a man might say, oh, you love car so much, but just the joy it give me.
Everybody have them passion. I never respect that.
Remember, with the car, it takes you anywhere you want to go, as long as you can travel on land. You know?
Okay, cool. And whenever it reaches the time when you can fly and then it's go up and see, then you'll be there.
Well, no, reach out here at the stage. We just reach electric, you know.
They say, just a reach this one.
Yeah.
That dream car to me. It wasn't the Poison. If you no money is no object. That dream car.
Yo, to be honest with you, people ask me that question all the time. I don't even know yet. But I know I want a G80 X-Drive, which is a new M3 X-Drive. I definitely want a Lambo. I don't know which Lambo, but I know more one than a bad Lambo then. I love the Range Rover, the Autobiography.
Yes.
As a SUV.
Yes.
I want a Tesla, one of the Cybertruck them.
No, for real?
Yeah, because them just look different. You can imagine if you see me I pull up down the road.
In a Cybertruck.
Yeah, in a Cybertruck.
That's it. And whatever you want, the modifications you probably do aesthetically to a Cybertruck, I'd want to see too.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I just go with the flow.
Cool.
Because I never knew I would actually have a BMW now. I used to burn them out, you know.
You used to burn them out?
No, I wouldn't say I burn them out, but because I saw JDM.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was really into JDM, Japanese domestic market and cars, but the European them right now, bro, like you buy them, you just do some little things to them and then just
everything just works.
Right. So I'm not knocking the Honda or not knocking the Evo. But the work we have to put into that is a lot. That you have to really, that's how I'm younger. Like, you know, like that's what I tell you. Like young people, they should do that. Because that's like taking time out to learn about your car and go through the head. Brother, a whole heap of headache, I go through with car, you know. And that's the next thing why Pineapple and done. Because I don't like have to sit down and wait for mechanic or welder to come weld this. And you understand, them little things kind of annoy me.
Got you. Because I know you was a JDM man from a long time, so when I saw you go be more European, I was wondering what made the shift, but is it really just comfort and speed combination?
Yeah, and what I like about the BMW platform is like BMW is just a more modern or more expensive Honda. Because the aftermarket parts is crazy for a BMW. You can get pretty much everything for a BMW. Cool. You see Benz, you can't tune Benz so easy. So me not touch Benz. Because Benz is expensive for like get stuff for, and Audi. Right, but with a BMW, you can get pretty much anything. Lights, turbo kit, all different kind of things. That's there for every other brand now, but the affordability.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right, the affordability.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
That's why you see BMWs are so much mainly modified out here versus other brands.
Cool. These areas, because there's a far more BMWs on the market now than I remember in the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason behind that?
Yo, Jamaican people love BMW, bro.
Long time.
Yeah. Now people from New York, all over the world say, boy, when me and little youth grew up, I always hear my father talk about BMW. I don't know, it's just something BMW.
Yeah.
Bob Marley and the Wailers.
There you go. It's definitely not better than walk because BMW is...
But listen, I would say this to say, BMWs weren't so reliable back in the days because they had a lot of electrical issues. But these new age ones, they're pretty good.
Cool. Yeah. I've heard people make the comment that they don't fear with water.
Well, yeah, every brand have them kryptonite.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, every brand have them kryptonite. So you don't know it already. Every brand have them kryptonite. Cool. So I'm not sure. I've never had a problem with mine, but I don't drive mine every day, and I don't drive mine in water. So
okay, cool.
I wouldn't know.
Cool.
I'm basically born in this thing, bro. My brother them basically bust me in it because as a youth I grew up. I see them do all different kind of thing. Car stereo, modify car, all different kind of things. So it's just like I couldn't even escape it if I didn't want to escape it. But I'm glad to say they go on still.
At that age, what was your dream car?
At that time?
Yeah.
Always Lamborghini, you know, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I did always have look up toy car them and it's a Lambo I always pick out.
Suspension on my car, Rev 9.
Oh, what kind of car you have?
One Blade, 2011.
Oh.
2.4, regular.
Yeah, man, I know the Blade them, man.
Yeah, man, sit down on the belly, what I do.
Blade them used to, back in the day, like, we used to do street racing, bro. The Blade them. Yeah, man, used to have a few Blade them, I tell you, if you don't know what you do, man. Yeah. Trust me. So, what make you love cars so much?
Basically, I like it stands. I believe say any car, any shape, any model, any year, as long as I put on a decent suspension on it, and a
nice rim.
Yeah, all you have to do is just keep it clean.
Yeah, true.
And it's done.
Real talk.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
No man, everybody can take his scrape life.
Yeah.
And you know what I really love about suspension? It teach you patience. Right now, if you're going out which part me live, I have to go across one speed bump to go across the next speed bump.
Yo.
You see me? And then I have to come out halfway and put in proxy. Boy.
Yo,
Every
so
night.
because of that, me have to turn back only for time though.
Yeah, that used to happen.
What you mean, brother? Like, you buck up on some road you have to just know, so you each a reverse and try a different route. Yeah, and the thing about driving a car that low too, you have to map out your route.
Yeah. Map out true.
Yeah, that would make me not talk to all the women, you know. Yeah, because you know, so she live on some place where the road stay away. You know, that not gonna make no sense. I remember buying next car, because we used to drive little Civic, them like,
Yo, that they've been indestructible.
but when you think about it now, yo, we'd have run a risk.
No man, that's true, man.
Trust me, we'd have run a risk.
Yo, the age just teaching them there, because some of the things that you did back in the day, you never
No, I
know.
don't do that now.
Never
No, I don't do
know.
that
You look
now.
back and you say, yo, them I made it out of that?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
made
do
it
that
out
now.
of that.
I don't do that. So that's why it boils back to, again, like, that's why I say, younger kids, when they need a little old care, learn a little, teach responsibility to you.
Yeah, and teach you problem solving too.
Yes.
Because them car they always have some problem, you know. Like I broke down with my friend at some place and car have axle problem, car have this problem.
I come with a lot of jokes too.
It come a lot of the
Our
story.
next memorable moment, Hugh Graham. So when he was younger, Hugh Graham owns the Lambo, the orange one.
Orange one, yeah.
Right. He tell me when he was younger, he didn't have a car, and him drive it, and by the time he look at the wheel that I drive past him. So them things, it teach you to appreciate what you have to, and when you do actually get to it and earn it, it make you realize, you know, say, them days is nice.
Them days, yeah, them
Like,
days.
I
they
remember
never
them
have.
memories.
Yeah.
Because I think about you and childhood friends or people that you grew up with. It's always a little incidents the small incidents that you remember the most, you know,
That's
the most
very
memorable
true.
ones.
That's very true.
When you don't have money.
Yeah, man. Now the money,
You
you
want
put
to
your
fetch,
chump
or you want
up
this, or you
for
want-
gas and
Good.
car broke down and
Yeah.
you need to push go gas station and all of them little things.
Or when you take taxi, before you now take taxi for go an event or
Yeah,
something, a
yeah,
barbecue
yeah.
or so, you know.
So it helps when you remember where you're coming from, and then I don't take it for granted. The peace of mind of just being able to walk up to a car, get into it, and drive immediately, and you don't have that second thought. Is this car gonna start? Like that peace of mind comes with time and experience,
Yeah, man,
and that's
definitely.
what you work hard for. So big up to that still. I mean, you come a far way. If you weren't doing this specifically, what would you rather be doing?
Boy, that I can't tell you.
Yeah,
But maybe I'd still be in the family business. Maybe. I mean, I'm still doing that though, you know. I still do that because I don't do this full time. Because balancing this and work, trust me, I don't get time for myself.
Gotcha.
Because like when I leave here now, I'm going to our next event tomorrow. And then we're back to work, which is Fresh Panda and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'd be doing, but whatever it would be that I'm doing is always working towards the end goal. You understand? Which is to have a comfortable life.
Gotcha.
You know, that's what the end goal would be.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to be rich. I don't have to have a 10-car garage. You understand? It's not. Because I can only drive one car at a time.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha, man.
Can only sleep in a one bed at a time.
That is it. That
So
is it.
sometimes people run on vanity, and yeah, it looks nice on paper and it looks good to tell your friends. But the real reality of it is you only can do it one time. You can only eat one plate of food one time. So no matter how much money you have, these are just the simple things that make me happy.
Gotcha, man. And that's good, bro. That presence of mind is a good mentality. Now,
Yeah.
that mindset is.
Because you will get lost in the system, you know.
That's it.
Social media is the worst.
Must tell you.
And you know, sorry, not mean to
No,
cut you,
that's
but over
fine.
the years, it will show you that there has been a lot of social media fronts and caps. You understand?
Especially in your industry, to be honest with you, like you see people that are posing in the nicest of cars, and those cars are at the dealership. Those cars are rented.
Yeah.
Those cars are borrowed. Yo, I saw something the other day where this lady walked into a dealership with Louis Vuitton bags and just took pictures and just walked out, and the people were like, what are you doing? You didn't buy this car. I was like, what? No problem, fake it till you make it, I guess.
Well, let me touch on that. So I usually take pictures beside cars. But I didn't really particularly do that because I pose for car. But it's almost like putting yourself in the position.
Ah, got you.
Speak it into being.
Got you.
You understand?
Got you. Put it down.
Worked on so many BMWs, and it's when I decide say, yo, that's the one I want. I just say, yo, I go get it, I go towards it. Yeah, so it's almost just like you have to speak it into being.
But I believe in that.
I want it blurry, you know. I want the vision blurry.
No matter, man. Just I say all the time. I might have this thing where I just write it down. Like sometimes that just putting it out there and I will own this. I will do this eventually. I will get this done by this time. And you'd be surprised how much time. Like, well, I've literally seen it happen. Like I did that about this business, as a matter of fact. I wanted to open this business for years before I found a space, and I talked to Nico about 10 different times about this, and then you're surprised how this place came and opportunity came together.
Congratulations on the place, so bro. I love it.
Respect,
yeah, I love it.
We're gonna open another one in Miami, hopefully another one in New York, UK, and kind of build out the brand like that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, sometimes we just have to just believe in your thing.
Yeah, of course.
Cool, man.
Keep it going, bro.
Respect it.
Going.
Yo. Alright guys, thanks for joining us on this episode of Faded Conversations. Thank you, Nick Lue, for joining. Much appreciated. Is there anything that you want to tell fans? I know you have quite a few out there.
Yo, just big up to everybody again for the support. You don't know. We love every time we lock in, and we're just out there doing it, getting the footage for y'all and pushing Jamaica to the world. And you don't know, big up yourself. Thanks for inviting me on the Fade Room JA. And that's right there right now.
Cool.